This is Olivia, and I'm here representing Polaris. HBCUs have been successful for its academic achievements, celebrating the true Black and overall American collegiate experience. HBCUs are driven by a passion to support all students. Polaris aligned with AT&T to highlight their AT&T Rising Future Makers, a collection of HBCU students who represent their individual dreams. Haley Pender, Elijah Brown, and Harmony Bailey shared their daily experience along this journey to achieve their goals. I'll let this dream team tell it for themselves. Check it out.
Hi, Haley. How are you?
I'm good, Olivia. How are you?
I'm doing well. So you're currently a student at North Carolina A&T, which is an HBCU. Tell me about your experience so far attending the school.
So North Carolina A&T has been nothing short of amazing. I'm a legacy student, meaning that my mother went here. She graduated in 1990, and I will be graduating from here in 2026. Currently, I'm a journalism and mass communication student, and my ultimate career goal is to have my own multimedia platform one day. As I enjoy doing all things media on campus, I enjoy reporting, writing, videography, photography, and I know A&T is going to help me achieve those dreams one day.
Definitely feel like HBCUs have been a focal point for Black colleges. The opportunities, just the family vibe, all the connections that we're able to make at HBCUs, experience that I never had, growing up, especially being from Queens, New York. It's something that we didn't know existed. So to be on campus and to enjoy this time with my fellow classmates and people that look like me is an amazing experience.
So like you said, you got to meet all of these people at the NBA All-Star Weekend in Indiana. So what was that experience like?
It was a lot of fun. Like, I've never experienced anything like that before. It was very, like I said before, all of it was so surreal because it kept happening so fast and each day kept getting better and better. Like the first day we went to the Google Pixel Combine, and we saw other HBCU students as they competed in the Battle of the Band. And that was a lot of fun. And from there, the second day we went to Media Day where we saw all the famous athletes and influencers like Drewski and Funny Marco and other famous people like Malika Andrews and Taylor Rooks who are very prominent in the media space. And just meeting them and seeing them in that space made me feel like, hey, this can be me one day, like a little Black girl with big dreams. I can do this as well.
The amount of people we met out there, I didn't know we were gonna meet all those celebrities, from Funny Marco to Taylor Rooks to Drewski. And not only did we get to meet them, but we also had several opportunities to talk, connect with them through interviews. And so I actually have a video with Drewski that went a little viral of me just asking him some funny questions just about the NBA.
I seen the commercial.
Yes.
You've been trying to make the league. How's the progress? What's been going on so far?
Man, I've been telling everybody the same thing. I've just been working on my lower body, man, trying to get my abdomen and everything right.
Yeah, so I checked the roster. You wasn't in the lineup for what's like a...
That's a mistake they made on the social end.
All right.
Yeah. I talked to him.
We can suit them next year. I'm gonna be there.
Next year we good.
That opportunity to meet people not only within the industry, but just other people that could help get us to where we need to go was a crazy experience.
And then the last day going to the HBCU career panel in Indiana, that was a lot of fun because I feel like I was surrounded by Black excellence, not even just on the panel, but the other HBCU students from Winston-Salem State and Virginia Union who were there. They were very proud to see how much work we put in as Rising Future Makers, and a lot of them wanted to network with us. They were really impressed by what we did, and they wanted to take pictures with us. So I kind of felt like a superstar at the career panel just because of how much love we were receiving.
So out of all the NBA players and the celebrities and everybody you met, what was the best moment and who was someone that you really loved?
So we met a whole lot of people. Like I said before, Jaylen Brown. We got to interview some of the dunk contest participants. But as someone who I find myself a little bit funny myself, Drewski was definitely my favorite person to meet, especially because I got to have that interaction with him and actually speak to him. We got to speak to a lot of people throughout the trip, but Drewski was definitely he's definitely funny in person too. It's not just an act when he gets on Instagram. So
Right.
interaction and to get that video with him that I was able to post and amplify my content was definitely great.
Okay. So there was a lot of conversation around NBA All-Star Weekend being better. You being in attendance, how was the overall weekend in your opinion?
So this is my first All-Star Weekend that I've attended. I always grew up watching basketball and watching the All-Star Weekend on TV, but just being there is just a whole different world. And a lot of things that I didn't know what happened during the All-Star Weekend actually did occur. It's not just just the basketball games. We also attended the HBCU and NBA career panel, where we were able to speak to different executives within the industry, as well as other HBCU students. They had a plethora of events. The Google Pixel Combine, just showing the new phones and new devices that they have out, and just how they help the HBCU Battle of the Bands event and different things like that. So it was more than just basketball, and it was more than just career development. It was a plethora of different activities and just overall knowledge that we were gaining throughout this weekend.
Honestly, out of all of that, I'd probably say the career panel, just seeing fellow students react to us that way, as like treating us like we were stars, like treating us like, oh my God, I saw you in that AT&T commercial. Can we take a picture together? That was so cool, because it's like, even though I feel like I'm not there yet, just being able to inspire other HBCU students was priceless.
Yeah, it's definitely manifesting.
Yes.
So Jasmine, you are a lead AT&T exec, and you're a key individual behind AT&T's Future Rising Future Makers initiative, just the latest that you have done for the culture. So which has been magnificent. Tell us about the program and how that came together.
Of course, yes. So the program actually started in 2021 as an extension of our platform AT&T Dreaming Black. Really saw an opportunity to really connect a little bit more deeply with HBCU students. We've been longtime supporters of HBCUs within AT&T, but really an opportunity to connect directly to the students and help them with door opening connections that historically haven't been available for students coming out of these institutions to help their career go to new heights.
Last year, actually, somebody from my university named Tamar Frisbee was honored and became a member of the AT&T Rising Future Makers program. And from there, AT&T made several trips to my school to broadcast and put this out to know that there's an opportunity for students to apply to. And so he told me that I should maybe go ahead and apply. And at first I was a little nervous because I know it's a great amount of competition,
Right.
applying. And so the entry for this was a 1-minute video submission, and it just composed everything that I've done at my HBCU, all my accolades, different stuff that I've done with the community, and really just put my heart into it. And not to be cocky, but I just knew that if I put everything into my submission, that I would be, among one of those top contestants.
Oh man, I love being a Dreaming Black AT&T Rising Future Maker because of all the things we've been able to do. So initially I found out about the program because of a Hampton alumni who wanted to go into media as well, and she was a part of the program, and I saw all the doors that opened for her and all the people she was able to meet through the program. So I was like, hey, I want to be like her too. And I knew that this opportunity was open to HBCU students. I was like, okay, so I can definitely apply for this because I'm an HBCU student and I'm an undergrad student. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna put in my little video. Yeah, I'm a sophomore, but I had confidence in myself to think that I was going to win. And luckily I did, but when I opened up the email that said that I won, I still was kind of like shocked that I won. It felt so surreal for a long time. And even after going to NBA All-Star Weekend, it still feels so surreal because of all the meaningful connections that I was able to make and the people that I met. Because like you guys saw, we met Drewski, we met Funny Marco, we saw Stephen Curry in person, and I feel like none of that would have been able to happen without AT&T's help.
Yeah, so this year's Rising Future Makers, so excited about just the impact that came out of this class. We had over 1,000 submissions. And so once we had those submissions from the online entries, we ended up drilling that down with an executive board of about 25 AT&T executives, majority that are also HBCU alumni like myself, all the way from our chief diversity officer, Michelle Jordan, into some of our managerial positions, and also one of our 2021 inaugural class, Rising Future Makers, who is now an AT&T full employee, was a part of that selection committee too. And so we take all of the submissions and we score them across a very unified scoreboarding system, and then the top 25 end up being the top rated entries based off of what they're doing on their campuses and their communities, how they're inspiring others, how they look to be inspired, and the goals that they're looking to achieve, and how AT&T could help provide them some support along their journey.
Actually, I was able to network with a lot of people at the All-Star, the HBCU All-Star game, and I actually received an interview from SiriusXM through just networking with one of the broadcasters who was at the game. I met him and I was like, hey, I'm a Rising Future Maker, but I'm also very interested in working for SiriusXM one day. And so from talking to him, I was able to receive an interview from him. I also was able to talk to other broadcasters and people who work for platforms like I1 Digital, which is, I think, is a subgroup of TV One. So I'm hoping to network with them a little more. And I've also received a mentor who's an NBA reporter. So just being able to build onto the relationships that I was able to start at All-Star Weekend.
Like Queen Nicki Minaj of the Barbs once proclaimed, I wish that I could have this moment for life. So eternalize this day by taking pictures, videos, and boomerangs with everyone here, because some of us you won't ever see again.
So for me, I'm actually a biology major. I knew that I wanted to do something within marketing, digital marketing, creative direction. Started maybe my sophomore year, and so I didn't really know how to get my foot in the door. And so since becoming an AT&T Rising Future Maker, they've been able to connect me to people within the industry and field that I'm trying to pursue. And so something that I didn't feel like was possible at first became possible through AT&T. And so now I'll be graduating this upcoming fall with a bachelor's degree, and I'll be pursuing my MBA in marketing. Currently, right now, I'm interviewing for a few internship opportunities, which we love. My top option is the Edge internship, which is actually with AT&T. So I'm looking forward to doing marketing with them and pursuing a full-time job.
The best thing that's been working these students, just meeting them, interacting with them. I mean, you talked with two of them earlier today with Elijah and Haley, and they are impressive. They are doing 10 times more what I was doing as when I was a college student. And they're just so inspiring in their own right. And then seeing them be able to connect with other industry executives, seeing them while we bring them to events like NBA All-Star, really working in the field that they hope to be in. One of the Rising Future Makers stated, like, this is not the last time I'm going to be in a media room. This is the career that I want in my life.
Jacob, how does it feel to be chosen for the 2024 AT&T Dunk Contest in your rookie year?
Yeah, it's an honor. I'm excited. I'm excited to show everyone my dunking ability, so it's going to be fun tonight.
Which one are you whipping out?
Surprise.
Okay, we're ready.
And so being able to provide that access to those opportunities and that hands-on experience for them, it's just been amazing. And just meeting them and just seeing them glow and seeing them in the spotlight and being able to put themselves forward in such a positive way.
So for your vision, what do you hope the communities that support HBCUs and the culture overall get from this informative program highlighting these amazing students?
I hope that they get just continue to the importance of empowering these students. I think that also they themselves connect more with HBCU students in their own communities. I hope that, they connect with them and then see these students as, the next leaders and follow their journey as well. Continue to stay connected with them and their network and pour anything that they see that they can into the students as well beyond what AT&T is doing.
So what are your next plans for the Rising Future Makers program moving forward, and any other initiatives you have planned?
Definitely. So we're excited to approach year 4 of AT&T Rising Future Makers this fall. So we will have a new opening it up next summer to look for the next 25 HBCU students that we can bring into this network, which would bring us to 100 that we've empowered, connected with, and celebrated and highlighted across the past 4 years. And so that's next for us in the fall. You'll continue to see AT&T bring more of the Rising Future Makers to different industry events like Tribeca Film Festival coming up, Essence Festival, and just continuing to place them in opportunities to help them see their goals come to fruition.
This is Elijah Brown.
This is Haley Pender.
This is Jasmine with AT&T.
And you're watching HBCU Go.
HBCU Go.
HBCU Go.
Shout out to Polaris.
Polaris.
Shout out to Polaris.
Who do you think's taking the NBA crown this year?
What makes this time special? Have you ever seen an entire arena go cold? A king become immortal? A nightmare that never rests. This time, the unbelievable is everywhere. Welcome to the playoff push.
I gotta go. My two top teams are probably the Nuggets and the Lakers. So I think the Nuggets definitely take it. And I wouldn't really say I'm a Lakers fan. I'm more of a LeBron fan. The GOAT, as I would say. So I'm hoping LeBron walks away with another ring before he retires so we can end this argument between LeBron and Jordan. But overall, I think the Nuggets probably got in the bag for another year.
I don't know about that. I'm always Team Wizards, but I'm Lakers for sure.
It's been a rough couple of years for you then.
Yeah.